Scorpio, welcome to your reading. I'm going to give you guys an end of year message. What's the strongest message for you guys to push through the end of this year into the beginning of next year? So this can be seen at any time during 2020 as we move to 2021. Or if you see it at any time and it resonates with you, the message is for you. Even if you're cross-watching, you may find that it resonates with you because you might be entwined in a Scorpio's energy. I will leave information regarding what decks of cards I'm using in the description box, along with how to contact me for personal readings. Okay, I've pulled the Romance Angel cards first in order to get your message on the board. And now I'll pull the rest of the tarot cards. Okay, so we'll look at the Romance Angels. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers and affirmations and visualizations help bring you together here. So you're calling in a soulmate. You deserve love. You are lovable, Scorpio. No matter what all the cross-watchers say, believe you me, Scorpio, we are lovable and we deserve the best, right? Let's see. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Now, a lot of people freak out when they see this card and think, I don't want to let go of my ex. I don't want to release my ex. I'm still heavily involved with them or have feelings for them. Well, it's saying here, release that energy. You've got to clear that energy now, whether you want that relationship to move forward or not. We've got to be able to let go of things in order for what's meant to be to be. This is the card that, well, these cards inspired the message on the board. Love will come. Do not fear change. So let go. In order to see if something's meant for you, let go. Change is in your DNA, Scorpio. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So the main message here I felt was, do not fear the change. Do not fear letting somebody go, because whether they're meant to be with you or not, you have to understand you deserve love. You are lovable. And the strong message I was getting is that for a lot of you, you have dealt with a lot of loss throughout life. Maybe even your teenage years here. And I felt like you have come to this understanding you need to give and give and give in order to receive. It's either one extreme for the other, no middle ground. You're either ignoring people to the maximum or chasing people to the maximum. And you've really just got to let go. I felt like exhaling when I was preparing for your message. So I guess that's a message too, to exhale and allow what's meant to be. Whether with them or without them, right? Okay, I've got, oh no, my deck isn't upside down, but the Hierophant isn't. Okay, so you still have a lesson to learn in regards to relationships for the end of the year, whether this be family, friends, a romantic relationship, because it's your 5th house, so it's dealing with all relationships in your life here, the Hierophant. So it's like unfinished business. You haven't fully learned this lesson, but you've learned a lot of it, right? You've experienced a lot of this lesson. You've done a lot of the work. This is delays caused in maybe your soulmate coming in and you two coming together. Delays that you couldn't, maybe sort out this lesson. Because I feel like some of you may have gotten into relationships here while still entangled with an ex. Okay, so you might have got into a new relationship and it's saying maybe that came to an end because you wasn't fully over the ex or they wasn't fully over their ex. So I think you let somebody in when maybe you wasn't fully ready to let somebody in. Okay, so just remember, divine timing, here's the divine, is at work in your love life, and it does show that there has been delays. It doesn't mean there isn't a soulmate for you, okay? Okay, the death card. This is the change that's coming, right? The transformation that, I mean, we must have done this multiple times. It's like, okay, I changed to suit somebody else's needs and it wasn't good enough, right? That's because you deserve to be loved for who you are. The good, the bad, the ugly. You've got to understand this. I feel like you're getting there though with these two major arcana. It does seem like there's delays or some sort of slowing down because of another person here on your journey. But I do feel like you're calling in your soulmate, may even be another Scorpio. I think who better to understand a Scorpio, right, than a Scorpio. But understand that change isn't bad. I know a lot of people fear change, whether it's good or bad. So you could have a good change coming, but a lot of people fear change. So it might be that you spent a lot of time with somebody, but they fear change. So you wasn't able to move forward or something came to an end. I believe like maybe a short-term relationship where one of you was still hung up on your ex came to an end, or you tried to move on into a new relationship and it didn't work. And that's because of the Hierophant, that's card 5, your 5th house. It's short-term relationships. The 7th house is long-term relationships. Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so like I said, it could have been that you was in a long-term relationship or even a marriage where you created a family, something like that. That came to an end, which prompted you to change and go through your spiritual growth there, transformation with the Death card. Because don't forget, the Death card is not just about endings, it's about rebirth, okay? But it's like you got into something and that came to an end as well there, because the 10s are about endings of cycles. It could be that you've changed how you make your money here as well. But this is something that was very solid in your life coming to an end now. I feel like the way you have been either taking care of your family or putting, yourself out there for other people, I feel it could be that's coming to an end. Sort of releasing all of that that's not serving you, even though you've done it time and time again, no doubt. I believe that, you tried to step up and things like that. We do go through these cycles of learning. So it's not that you taking a step back. You're just learning from a different perspective. Maybe this person, got around your Scorpio barriers there. Because you do have very strong integrity. And a low-level Scorpio will have a very strong ego for cross-watchers who are trying to deal with them. So that's why they wouldn't have learned their lesson. It keeps them on their path, what they think is working for them. It keeps them on solid ground. So people who fear change or allowing their ego to fall down, they feel vulnerable. So to be able to look at it from their point of view, they just feel vulnerable. They feel that you're very strong and it scares them that they'll lose themselves within you. Even if it's, another Scorpio, it's just that they're a lower level to you. They feel like if they give their all or succumb to your needs here, like they'll be very vulnerable because they feel your power. King of Pentacles here. So they don't see that you're very nurturing, very kind, very giving. They just see this boss person. It might be that you are a woman with very strong masculine energy here. You do for yourself. Maybe you've had to because maybe, a long time ago or in your teens, you left your family or started a family here with the 10 of Pentacles. So you're seen as this very strong, independent person, which most people think they want. But when it actually comes to it, it reveals their insecurities. Your strength could reveal their weaknesses, and they don't like it because that's what soulmates do. We mirror back what needs healing within one another. So this could be you were scared to get vulnerable, Scorpio, because you knew, that maybe this person will take advantage of me. In the past, I've seen people take advantage of me. But you're being asked here, don't fear it, okay? Release the fear. understand you are lovable and you deserve the best. You deserve kindness. You deserve people who love you for you, whether that's in your dark days, your transformation days, or, you know, on your best days. I feel like there's a lot here over the last year to do with money that Scorpio, you needed to have your attention on, maybe take care of the family and put all your money there and provide for other people. And it was just very money focused this year, whether it was lack of it or, you know, maybe you were supporting somebody and you brought that to an end, and then they started saying, oh, you know, they won't help me out, they're not giving me money, but you'd done it for a long period of time with this 10 of Pentacles. Could have even been like 10 years that you was, you know, giving and giving and giving and maybe supporting your family, and, you know, they just, or vice versa, your family supporting you, and it came to an end. And you had to learn to how you make your finances or change your career all over again here. And you didn't really maybe want to, you were forced into it with the divine timing there, with the Hierophant there. So you might have been or felt forced into this change, but it was for the better here, because we can see the 10 of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, either finding a good company to work for. If you haven't yet, it's coming, because we can see that worth waiting for card, or starting to work for yourself, being your own boss here with the King of Pentacles. And all of that paying off, you finding stability and more, being able to make savings here. If you haven't got to that yet, don't worry, it's coming. 10 of Wands, so another 10 here, about carrying all the burden. I felt like it feels like, well, if I don't do it, if you want something doing right, do it yourself. So I feel like you might have taken on that approach, a very strong masculine energy, male or female, where you was the provider, you was the one who got things done. It can be that you had a big project with this 10 of Wands going on. You may have been working on something creative and it became very big, very stressful. No matter what, you could be building your own home here or trying to buy your own home, maybe for the first time, and it's become very stressful. You needed or felt like you wanted a partner, right? Whether that be a business partner or a romantic partner, you needed somebody where you could find that kindness, you know, from outside in the world. It's all crazy and about money and, you know, about endings and about change. And you wanted to be able to have somebody to come home to here who's going to treat you kindly, who's going to nurture you. You didn't want them to solve your problems or carry, you know, this burden with you. You maybe wanted somebody to talk to, so in the morning you could pick back up the load and get going again. Maybe this might have been misunderstood and the person felt like you had maybe too much baggage. Maybe you had children that wasn't theirs, you know, a stressful job here. And maybe they felt like it was too much to carry, but you wasn't expecting them to carry the burden. You just wanted somebody you could, you know, relax with and, you know, unburden your heart, I guess, but not solve your problems for you. But you're seeing that, okay, if I put myself out there to do it alone, it's like you're not trusting anybody with these burdens anymore, or with telling your secrets to anymore. Maybe you told this person at one time all your secrets and now they know nothing about you. That can be because, you know, you separated with the Release Your Ex card. So you might have achieved a lot with these 10s. You've been on big projects, focusing on career and things like that. And this person may not know all this about you anymore, but this was the person you shared your feelings with and things, because we haven't got really cups so far. So let's see. And we know with the 10s, the aces come afterwards. So I feel like you're at this point now. It's the end of our year when I'm recording this. So, you know, it's been a long year, hasn't it? So I understand here you feeling this burden. 6 of Cups. So if you was waiting, and this is what I mean, the Six of Cups is about sharing of memories, sharing of, you know, life and love. And this is what I was explaining here. Somebody you could share with, who knew everything about you, but you seem to have gone separate ways here. It can indicate this person returning to your life. But if that's the case, they will have changed just like you have changed, right? So how do you call in the soulmate by not focusing on an ex, because who they were, like who you were, has gone. It's changed with the death card. Transformation, that person has gone through the death and rebirth just like you. And this is why I feel like they know nothing about you now, because this is about memories. So they might have memories of who you were, a person who maybe had a lot of baggage with them. But I feel like you've changed that, you've transformed that, you've created out of this situation that maybe you've been in since childhood something positive. And we see that within the Six of Cups. In this Six of Cups, it's not no ordinary Six of Cups. The cups are absolutely overflowing with this special love, connection, opportunities that will come. It seems you may have learned a lot through loss in younger life, or even children here. Like you could have, you know, drifted away from your best friend as a child and things like that. And that person is often thinking about the times you shared. It was a special connection. But here I feel this is the divine, like we see up here, that has been delays bringing you two back together. It doesn't mean it won't happen, and it doesn't mean it's meant to be, right? It shows that this is a very strong soulmate connection that taught you a very valuable lesson that still isn't over yet. Because there's been some sort of delays. Maybe that person wasn't ready, or you wasn't ready. When you wanted to return to each other, you could have stepped back into your ego. So when they did contact you, you was, you know, there's all sorts of things because there's different people watching. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. It does suggest somebody returning into your life here, but it's a soulmate card. And you're manifesting a soulmate into your life. So with it being in the heart of the reading, I'm not surprised to see a soulmate card there. Judgment. This is again divine timing. It's been long though, isn't it? Right? You know, we go through death and we reach Judgment Day. That's how we get to Judgment Day, right? We're called from our graves. So you know, you've gone through this death and rebirth now. So now you're coming out and waking up with the Judgment card and the Death card. It's saying, okay, now you're in a better place to be your own strong, nurturing person to yourself. And I think this could also be a lesson. You're not supposed to be so strong that you're not supposed to let anybody in. You've got to balance this. In fact, ladies, I did a video on this about masculine energy, being so strong and wanting a soulmate, that when a soulmate, you know, comes into your life, you're too much in the masculine energy. So you're either going to pick a partner that's either too much in the feminine energy. And it could work for a period of time, but I feel like you would expect it, especially if it's a man, to be more masculine than you. And I mean, if you're this strong and this masculine, who's going to be more masculine than you? You're going to end up being the same and butting heads. So you'll have to work through balancing your energy from this masculine energy into this feminine energy, a nice balance there. And when you do, this is when it's the perfect time for somebody to step into your life. Love will come, right? And it will be worth waiting for, whether it is an ex, somebody returning from your past, or whether it's a soulmate you shared a connection with in a past life, so new to you in this life. I feel like you've got to learn to maybe share the burden. Not so much, you know, not so much just complaining about it. I feel like, you know, if you've got to give up this masculine energy, you've got to allow people to do things for you. You know, I said before, like, I'm a Scorpio and I'd be like, I did it all myself, but I never really asked anybody for help. So you've got to allow people in. you know? King of Wands here. So it could be a King of Wands or a King of Pentacles here coming towards you now, because this person is now ready to take action, ready to be with you here as we close down the year. The King of Wands is somebody very charming, so I'm not surprised if they sweet talk you here with flowers or gifts or something like that, or they have some sort of sense of humor, very attractive, maybe a different race from you. Nothing wrong with that, guys. They could have had a suntan, they've been somewhere, sort of, they've been MIA, missing in action here. So yeah, this person comes in and wants to be able to help you and do for you. Do you see very masculine energies coming together? So this is why we need balance, okay? It's okay to be strong. I feel like you've had to develop this strength from a young age. And this is why, you know, you're standing up for yourself and, you know, leading the way. And if something needs doing, you're doing it yourself. But then all of a sudden, at moments in your life, you meet these soulmates who, you know, get in under that barrier or over that barrier, that wall that you have up around your heart. It's not that you're cold. It's that you have these barriers so high because of experiences before this have taught you that, you know, giving love away, you end up hurt. Because it's trying to teach you a lesson with the Hierophant there. Again, I still don't think you've learned to balance that masculine energy into feminine energy here. And that could be what's delaying, okay? So don't fear that change of, you know, allowing yourself to be more feminine here and allowing a masculine person who also needs to be balanced, okay, within feminine and masculine energy to come in. But I feel like if you're a woman, well, maybe even a guy wants a really strong masculine guy. If, you know, you've got to allow the energy shift within you. And I guess this is why we're not supposed to fear the change, to allow this to come in, okay? A very masculine energy doesn't want a very masculine energy. A very feminine energy doesn't want a very feminine energy. So I see somebody taking action towards you because of divine timing with Judgment here. They could be wanting a second chance. Judgment is also about having a second chance, being woke up. So this can be somebody from your past being woke up. Or it can be a soulmate from your past life being called to come into your life now. Empress. So I see abundance. And do you see the feminine energy? It's not nothing to fear. What you desire will come to you. What's meant to be will be. And it's just you trusting the process. It's you exhaling, like I said at the beginning. I definitely feel like I can't fight the fight anymore here in this energy. You know, it's getting very heavy carrying all this burden on your own, whether it's supporting a family, whether it's this big project. You might just want a business partner here, like I said, with the King of Pentacles. But you have a lot of abundance coming your way with Empress. So I feel like just don't worry about it. Like, don't worry about a thing. That's what I'm hearing now. So, sorry, I have to finish it because every little thing is going to be all right. I don't know. I'm OCD that way. So the Empress is like, your natal Venus will line up as we enter our solar return. So this is definitely also helping to bring love into your life with the Empress. Somebody to take action towards you, because here you are as the Empress, just sitting pretty, knowing that, okay, if that didn't work out or if that's not meant to be, there's something that's meant to be for me. So I will definitely just allow it to come. Don't fear things ending or transforming, because in the end you'll win. Six of Wands here. You'll overcome this spiritual lesson. It's kind of what we're here to do, learn these spiritual lessons. This is also somebody being attracted to you. I'm not surprised if you're an Empress, that people are, and everything, money, this is success and victory, people cheering you on, you know, giving you a pat on the back, recognition here, saying, yeah, you did it. You overcome this. That's the divine is going to say, yes, you overcome this. You did this. And I know it was a struggle. And I know it's been a long struggle here. But you did it. And nobody else can overcome or know your path, only you. Good luck, Scorpios.